Hey friends, and welcome back to a brand new video dedicated to Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. Today we've got some really fresh news about the next chapter of the series. Recently, 2 new official names have been just leaked on the trademark website, and these names could be directly connected to Chapter 5. Today we're going to analyze them one by one, to understand what they could mean, who or what they might refer to, and most importantly, if they hint at new characters or new areas coming to the game. But that's not all, because Mob Entertainment has posted something really interesting, which could be a pre-announcement of the first official jingle for Chapter 5. And as we know, every chapter has always a specific jingle, so today we're going to check it out together, analyze it, and try to figure out what the developers might be hiding from us. And if you're as curious as I am to discover everything about Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of the next leaks and official news. This episode is going to be full of surprises, mysteries, and new theories. So get ready, because I'm taking you inside the new clues of Chapter 5, where the truth behind what happens after Chapter 4 might finally be revealed. So get ready, and let's start with the news. Now let's finally begin with the analysis of the new official names that have just been leaked on the official trademark website. Mob Entertainment has registered 2 brand new trademarks, and their names are Gutter Plush and Ragbag. At first glance, they might look simple, but in reality, they hide something much deeper and much more mysterious. Both names have been registered under the same classification, plush toy. This detail is important because it confirms that we're talking about new characters, or better yet, new mascots that will soon become part of the Poppy Playtime universe. Think about it. Every time Mob Entertainment registers a new name under plush toy, it usually ends up becoming an official creature, just like Yarnaby, Nightmare Critters, Catnap, Dog Day, and many others that were first seen as trademarks before turning into key characters in the story. So, if we follow that same pattern, it's very likely that Gutter Plush and Ragbag are 2 upcoming characters that will meet either in Chapter 5 or maybe in a side project that currently we don't know. Now let's try to understand what they could represent. Starting with Gutter Plush. The word gutter is related to the drain, and it instantly evokes a dirty, dark, and eerie environment, which fits perfectly with the horror tone of the game. Combined with plush, we might be looking at a mascot inspired by a plush toy related to drained water or sewers. Just imagine a wet, moldy plush with faded eyes and a creepy smile. Then we have Ragbag. The name contains the word bag, so probably it is related to this object. Maybe it is a mascot with a bag. The concept of the bag is very interesting because in Poppy Playtime, every little detail carries a hidden meaning. Of course, all of this is just theory for now. There are no official images or deeper descriptions yet. Mob Entertainment never trademarks something unless there's a clear plan behind it. And considering that Chapter 5 will be one of the most important chapters, we can expect that every new character introduced will play a major role in the story, maybe even connected to the unanswered mysteries of Playtime Co. and to the fate of Poppy herself. So yes, Gutter Plush and Ragbag might be next 2 big faces of the Poppy Playtime universe. For now, we don't have any extra info or images to confirm these theories. But as always, every time a new trademark appears, Mob Entertainment usually reveals something concrete shortly after. So stay ready, maybe there will be a new announcement very soon. These 2 registered trademarks, Gutter Plush and Ragbag, are just the latest ones that have been filed only a few hours ago. But in reality, there are many more trademarks that have been registered over the past few months. And this is a very positive sign because it means that the development of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 is moving forward at full speed. When a studio starts registering lots of new names in a short period of time, it usually means they're entering the important creative phase, the stage where new characters, toys, and official designs are finalized. In short, Mob Entertainment might be ready for the grand launch of the final chapter of the main saga. But what's truly interesting here is the number of trademarks appearing. There are way more than we expected, and when a studio registers so many names, it's never random. It means they have a whole group of new characters on the way, not just 1 or 2. This could mean that in Chapter 5, we won't meet a single antagonist but rather an entirely new family of creatures, just like what we've seen before. Let's remember, in Chapter 3, we were introduced to the smiling critters. Then, in Chapter 4, things got even darker with the arrival of the Nightmare Critters, a nightmare versions of mascot critters. And now, with Chapter 5 on the horizon, everything seems to point toward a brand new generation of critters, possibly connected to the previous ones but with completely different traits. It could be a kind of new critters family, The whole concept of a new family is fascinating, because every time Mob Entertainment introduces a new character line, it gives us new clues about the dark past of Playtime Co. So guys, the fact that so many new trademarks are showing up isn't just an archive curiosity, but it's a sign that something huge is coming. We're entering the final phase of Poppy Playtime, and Mob Entertainment is clearly setting every piece in place. And who knows, maybe Gutter Plush and Ragbag will be related to this brand new family of monsters, ready to show us the darkest and most disturbing side of the Poppy Playtime universe. Now let's talk about something really interesting. Just a few days ago, Mob Entertainment posted a new message on Twitter that seems to confirm an important detail about the development of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. In this post, the developers announced that they're looking for new singers, and not just any singers, but specific voices, male tenors, female sopranos, and even a child singer. This is a really important piece of information because it gives us a very clear clue about what they're working on. Everyone who knows Poppy Playtime understands that each chapter has always had its own official jingle dedicated to the main mascots. So the fact that Mob Entertainment is searching for new singers can't be a coincidence. It's very likely that these new voices will be the ones who perform the jingles for Chapter 5. If we look back, every major mascot in the game has had its own dedicated song that reflects its personality and story role. Remember Chapter 1? It all started with the iconic Huggy Wuggy jingle. In Chapter 4, there were 4 different jingles for these characters: Dowie the Doughman, Pianosaurus, Yarnaby, and Nightmare Critters. And now, with Mob Entertainment searching for new singers including a child, everything points to the idea that Chapter 5 will feature a brand new jingle, or maybe even several jingles connected to the new family of mascots we talked about earlier. This is the first time that there will be a child singer. Maybe this is also connected to the lore of the game. This could mean that Chapter 5 will have a more intensive soundtrack than ever before, perhaps one that ties directly to the story of the children used in the Playtime Co. experiments, or maybe to a new mascot who shares a special bond with them. And remember, in Chapter 4, we got 4 jingles in total, so it wouldn't be surprising if Chapter 5 had even more. So this new announcement could confirm that the audio production for Chapter 5 will start soon. And when the sound design phase begins, that usually means the game is getting close to completion. Oh, and if you're a fan of the jingles of Poppy Playtime, don't forget to check out my second channel, Panino Tube Plus International. Over there, I've uploaded videos where I compare the jingles from all the previous chapters. In any case, Mob Entertainment's search for new singers clearly shows that something big is coming, and very soon, we might finally get to hear the first notes of the official Chapter 5 jingle. And with that, we've reached the end of the video. Today we've seen so many new details and exciting clues about Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. From the new registered trademarks like Gutter Plush and Ragbag to the new post from Mob Entertainment where they're looking for singers for the upcoming jingle. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a big like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of the upcoming updates. And thank you so much for watching till the end. You guys are absolutely amazing as always. Bye bye.